What's good, SAFL? Back after 2 weeks. Feels like a very, very long break. Um, but we are back. The boys are back in town. Adam, what's up, my people?
What up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I was excited to be back. Seems like every spring we get a gap no matter what happens. You know what I mean? Uh Error wasn't on the league's fault, but but we back at it. Week 5, which is supposed to be week 6, episode 5, which is supposed to be episode 6, but it is what it is. All right.
Some teams played like they were off again, so
Oh.
we'll get into that though.
uh,
We'll get into that though. We'll get into that.
you're a harsh guy, man. You're a harsh guy. All right. So listen, we're gonna get straight into things. Uh we're gonna get into our D3 recap. Remember, guys, I can't see the far right of the screen, so y'all gotta let me know that score. I hope all the scores are right. I think I got them. All right.
Looks right to me.
Looks right, right? All right. Let's start with Caliph's out, lights out.
um, yeah, I saw this game. Look, I mean, I don't think any team should be sleeping on lights out in D3 at this point. Even though they're new, they clearly have chemistry. And I think that chemistry was the thing that brought them over the top. Cal's have a new QB. They were missing Safl. Those are two big pieces that are out. And when that happens and you run into a team that has a chip on their shoulder, you know, you're probably going to not, be on the right side of things. I still think Lights Out needs a little bit of dog in them, to be honest. I want to see them really put some aggression out there on the field. Like, they're all nice guys. That's great. But some of these squads, that's not going to work with them. You got to play well, and you got to, play like you mean it. So shouts out to them. They got a little more work to do. The score should be 33-13, but I think Caliphs called it quits at some point on the last drive, so they weren't able. Lysal wasn't able to continue. They were like 10 yards out of the end zone. And Caliphs, I mean, look, if your QB is out for the good, you got to build that chemistry again. You got to get your guys there and make sure you can ball out. That's it.
Adam, I'm going to piggyback on what you said about I mentioned it last week about intensity, and I felt the game they played before this one, they were out in like the intensity from the other team kind of made the lights out fold. It starts at the top. Rohit, you got to show a little bit more emotion out there or something. Like, you just, I don't know, even killed, but you got to hype your team a little bit, man.
I don't know if it has to be him per se, but they need a dog out there. You need one or two, like.
That's what Lil Pup is there for.
Right. You know what I mean?
Not even to be funny with him saying dog, but that's what Little Pup is there for, right?
Like all the good teams that you see in each division, they got one or two like little crazy guys. You know what I mean? Like
barking at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we'll talk about them later, but the number one team in this division, I think the whole team is full of dogs. So if you watch them play and you see what they do, so all right, Caliphs. I heard y'all lost your quarterback. If that's true, that is a tough blow for the team because he that arm was you can't mimic arm talent.
Whoa! They got your boy Omar.
No, that's not. Can I finish?
All year. No.
Can I finish?
No.
Can I finish?
Go ahead. My bad.
Jeez. So I was just about to say you picked up Omar. He has to get acclimated to the team, so he doesn't know who he's throwing to. So let's see what happens in the next coming weeks, how it looks. You know what I mean? You sound like you got something to say. You making a face at every positive thing we're saying over here.
I'm just saying they got Omar, they didn't get Hashitachi. So. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We can move on from this game. Let's go to Browns baller.
Adam was there for that game. I caught the end of it. But go ahead, Adam.
This game is pretty unmemorable.
Well, the only thing I do know about, I remember James got hurt.
Yes, he did. Okay, yes. Now you're right. Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
That's why it's unmemorable. Yeah. Look. First of all, I hope James is healthy. Obviously, I don't want to see him go down. Ballers still found a way to win, man. That's what ballers do. And they were short guys, but they still got really good players. It's still a really skill-heavy team. So, kudos to them. And then Browns, I don't know how you lose a game like that with James going down. You guys got to be a little better than that, So we'll see. I think these are two teams that'll be in the thick of things come playoff time. So I'm not super worried, but this just felt like an off game for both of them. They had just played each other in their D2 matchup the game before, so they were also a little drained. Otherwise, nothing stuck out to me as major here.
All right, so word in the chat is they lost because of not scan Garnett. But I'm gonna say this: Usman's no slouch at QB, and as I said before, Ant does call a good offense. So if he was calling the plays, Usman's a veteran; he's been at it. So, no, not that no knock on James getting hurt, but no drop off too far. All right.
This is 2 straight losses for the Browns. Should we be concerned? Panic button?
Should we panic? No, I'm not. I wouldn't panic as yet. Adam,
I don't even remember who threw for the Browns. Like, that's how this game was a blur to me. And I ref.
Well, I would assume it was Safl.
It's Safl, yeah.
It was Safl. You're right. Yeah. I just don't remember this game.
Adam, wow, it was that bad. All right. So let's move on to the meat and the potatoes of the Thunder versus Uma. Adam, let me just point out, if you guys pay attention to E's name at the bottom, it's I'm sorry, Justin. It's been a trend that every time we talk about somebody in a negative way, the next time they come out here and play, they seem to perform and throw 4 or 5 touchdowns. This has happened multiple times so far this season, and Justin is, just the latest person to prove us wrong the next week after we talk about them. So, E, you know what? It's only fitting that you start.
I'll start it off. Justin. My bad, man. My bad. Who's my player? All right. I did call him the 3rd best quarterback on the team. That was a quote. I eat my words. I'm a man. So just me and you talking here, Justin. These guys aren't here. Man to man, I apologize. You made me eat my words. Even one time after the TD, you looked at me and did this. You got it. But keep it up, or I will be back. So it's one game versus Uma. Uma's defense,
suspect.
Some people are saying that it was the opponent. I'm not going to say that quite yet. I'm going to give you your props.
5 touchdowns is 5 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Well, they have 42, so that'd be 6 touchdowns. Don't cheat them.
Shoot.
Don't
6
cheat
touchdowns.
Don't cheat them. Yeah,
so.
6 TDs. So, congrats, man. Congrats, and we might see you again later in the show. We might. Let's call the T's in the business,
All right, Adam. This was obviously Thunder, your team.
Our defense played like trash, man. It was really bad. I don't know, bro. Our defense is not good right now. We can't figure it out. We were up pretty big, and then we let up a couple touchdowns like late at the end. We got to get better at that. I don't know, man. I don't know how to fix it right now. One or two of the touchdowns, I think I was at safety, and Justin was also at safety. The other Justin, we like collided into each other going into like swatted pass. A tip pass led to a touchdown. I think we just took our foot off the gas. So not good. And then offensively, yeah, we played really well. I think we have a good mix of receivers. This one feels good. Obviously, Curtis is probably the best keeper in the league. He's also a very good receiver. We got Ryan. We got Asaf. We were still not 100% in terms of our roster either. So we'll see how we go, man. But offense played well. Defense got tightened up a bit. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be tough. And then on the UMA side, I mean, their defense has to really they have to communicate and they have to adjust. We kept killing them. I'm not going to say what it was, but we kept killing them on the same thing. Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to adjust, and good teams will continue taking advantage of it. So, Rob, I was just is Rob back? Yeah, Rob, I was just saying that UMA, we were really killing them with like the same play. It was the same thing.
But UMA's inexperienced. They have some veteran guys, but as a team, they're inexperienced. Some of the guys are more. Some of the guys on this team are more basketball players than football players, and I think they just need some time.
Yeah, I mean, we just kept beating them on the same thing, and that's what it was. So,
well, Umi, you heard that. Work on your adjustments. Your veteran guys gotta get the ship in order. Shout out to the Thunder, man, for 41 points. And you said that you guys played terrible defense and still blew them out by this margin. So what? That's crazy. It sounds like you guys got up and kind of had, like you said, took your foot off the pedal. But the car must have been going at 150 if you took your foot off the pedal. You still cruising.
I don't remember how many points you scored in the first half. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Justin. Justin, way to shut us up, Justin. Good job. All right. And now usually I say the teams that put up 0, they're on a bye. So Spartans were on a bye this week. They didn't put up any points. Outlaws were the Outlaws. Okay. I did this game. E also did this game. Adam, were you still around for this one?
No, but I watched the tape.
Oh, you seen the tape. All right. So
Wow.
So Outlaws had this game in hand from start to finish. Right now, I'm gonna start with the Spartans. Rob didn't play bad. He did not play bad. This was on his receivers. Mm-hmm. Drops. There were 2 drop touchdowns. I'm not saying they win this game, but those touchdowns do change the way the game goes. We never know. I still have Outlaws winning the game hands down. Rob threw the ball well. Drop touch, and one of the touchdowns was a gimme touchdown, wide open drop. And Rob looks at me and he's like, because we said what we said about him. And this game here, he came out and he actually played well. You guys got to catch the ball. That's the end of that. Stop thinking. I don't know. You got to catch it before you think to run. I think a lot of these guys think they're gonna catch it and break some tackles or something. Catch the ball first, because that was the whole. That's it for them. Just catch the ball. E.
My thing about this team. All right. Normally, if a team is bad, they still have a player that you game plan for, something like that. A guy you have to take out. Who's the guy on this team?
It was Joey, but he got hurt.
He's a harsh. Listen, Adam, you got to see these faces after you mentioned some players.
Okay. All right, who's the guy on the team now? Is there a guy?
No, I don't think so.
What do you have to do to stop this team? What do you game plan to do to stop this team?
Nothing.
Show up to the field.
Right now,
you win.
Yeah, then they need some more. There was a guy that I seen do make a catch that was an impeccable catch in this game. He's gonna have, if he can step up to be the guy. I don't know if you believe he can be at E, but
not to dive too deep.
I see some promising players.
But Adam, you have more intel on this, and you don't have to go into detail, but there was rumors that they were supposed to get some players. How did that fall through? You don't have to name the players, anything like that, huh?
It didn't. I think they're making some changes, but that didn't happen this week, as far as I know.
Okay. So can still happen.
But it's not who you're thinking.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking. Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is
'cause
which is
they
not
need
good.
a little
It's
something.
unfortunate. Yeah, they need that.
They need
Yeah.
they need a little something.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Rob didn't play bad. I
He
out
didn't.
of
He
this
didn't.
game, I there was not usually like I'm gonna come on here and kill the QB if the QB played bad. He didn't. He played as well as he can play in this game, and the receivers kind of let him down.
Yeah.
So clean it up, guys.
Another question: is Dre ranked too high to play in D3? Because the turnaround he did with the Diplomats,
It doesn't matter now. The roster's locked.
Yeah.
But I thought we were okay. I
Yeah,
thought we were
it's
talking
over.
about them adding people just now. So, all right.
Maybe that was
Can we make
already in the works, possibly.
Nah,
Can
I
we
mean,
make an exception?
yeah.
Can we make an exception for these guys?
no more exceptions. I actually made exceptions for them.
Please.
No more exceptions.
Help
You
me.
got it.
Look, they're missing their number one right now. He's out.
But we don't know when
hurt.
he's going to be back. By that time, it's going to be too late.
Hopefully not. I mean, their number one is a decent player. Like, he's good. You guys know who Joey is, right?
Yeah.
But he messed up his quad. Tore up his quad, right?
Tore his
His
squad.
spotter is
Tore up
handy,
his squad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I doubt he did
Yes. So I'm gonna echo what Rob said. I saw the 2 drop touchdowns. You guys got to catch those. You have to. I will say the one thing I think they can do to help themselves out, they can simplify the offense. If you think back to when the Browns were the Browns before the league really took off, and this is no shit on them, they weren't the most athletic group of guys, but they won because they did what was simple, and they took what the defense gave them. I think what Rob needs to do is simplify their offense a bit. Identify where the gaps are in that zone defense that you're playing against, and just get your guys in that spot to make an easy catch. Right now, they're having trouble making catches that have them running across the field, have them in motion, right? They maybe have the 1 or 2 guys that can do that. But in order to get everyone else involved, you need to get them simplified routes, simplified plays, and cut that distance on 3rd and 4th down so you can make the easy throw for the first, push down the field. And then once you get to the end zone, catch the damn ball. That's it. That's the only advice I can give them at this point.
Catch the ball.
And then it'll help your defense out because then I don't think the Outlaws have to drive a full field at once.
No.
Like, what, 30 yards at the most?
Yeah. And
So
you
you guys
can't
aren't
give
even moving the ball.
you can't give them an edge, man. They're already cranking it out on all cylinders, man. And
So-
we spent all this time talking about the Spartans, and we didn't even talk about the team that won the game. Outlaws.
But real quick, did you see Sonny just spoke in the chat? He said that Joe will be back the week before the playoffs, so they will get their number one
Good.
back.
No, they need it. But I think if they simplify the offense a bit, it'll help them out tremendously. Like, and I mean that in all seriousness because they beat Lights Out week 1, so they have the potential. Look what Lights Out just did. They can clearly do it, but I don't know what it is that they're struggling with at the moment.
Well, this week it wasn't QB, it was catching. So and Rob, please throw Sonny the ball. Throw Sonny the ball. All right, Sonny, I got you. You're wide open on that sideline. Throw Sonny the ball a little bit. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to our players of the week for D3. East threes, D3.
East threes. All right. For the bronze, we have Uzman. We spoke about him. He came in when James got hurt, led his team to victory. That's all you ask from your backup QB. Again, another guy who's capable of starting on many other teams, but chose to play with his boys and balled out and led his team to a victory, a big victory too over, I believe, the team that we had in our power rankings number 2 going into this game, the Browns. So when you come in and do something like that and still lead your team to victory, your team doesn't skip a beat, you earn it, you earn a spot on East threes. The silver, it's going to be an outlaw. And this one goes to a guy who's very good, sneaky good, Dean. We always give his brother love, the quarterback of the team. We always give the brother love. It's his turn now. I believe he had 2 touchdowns.
Maybe a pick.
Every week
he played it back. He's been playing good all season.
He's been playing good.
He's been playing good all season.
He's been playing good. So every week it can be someone from this team every week. But this week it was Dean who stood out above the rest. And of course, the number
Hold on,
one
hold on.
guys. You can
E,
see
can I
by my
stop you for a second? Adam, I just have a question, right? Was it a plan for you guys to dress in black?
We're supposed to be black jerseys,
You're supposed to be black jerseys. Okay, it
but
looked
our jerseys never came through.
gotcha. Okay. I
Why?
mean, it just looked like y'all were like, y'all were coming out to kill him. You know how like the NBA guys that come dressed in black before the game, and then you guys go out
When
and
you
put a
see our
slappers on.
jerseys when they actually get here,
Okay.
cold, cold.
All right. And look at that stare, E. That's him looking at you.
yeah, that's a stare right at me. I see it. I apologize, but as you can see with my name, I'm sorry, Justin. And this is the only way I can make it up for you. This is the highest honor that I can give you, the gold spot on E's threes. A lot of people want these spots, and you stood out above everyone this week. When you throw 6 of them things, nothing I can do but give you your props. That praise. You get praise this week, but again, it's only 1 week. I'm watching. You see, I had a game at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. I was out there from around 9:30, 10 o'clock to scour for East 3. So I do take this serious. And I know a lot of guys come up to me, hey, I should be on East 3. I appreciate all the love that I'm getting for it. But Justin, again, you stood out above the rest, and you are the gold medalist on East 3s this week. So clap it up for the 3 guys, man.
Good job, Justin. Good job, Usman. Good job, Dean. All right. All right. So now we're gonna go to the team of the week for D3. None other than Adam's team, the Thunder. You guys stepped it up this week, came and played an impeccable game. Good job, Thunder. Way to get it done. See, Adam doesn't even clap. He doesn't like to talk good about his team.
That's what I expect. Look at that roster.
All right.
Huh? Look at that roster. What do you expect? We're not.
All right.
I was telling E, we weren't even full. That's not 100% of our guys.
That sounds like trouble for the league. Sounds like trouble for the league. Mm-hmm. We have a motivated Justin. Y'all, the league's in trouble. Is that what you're telling me, Adam?
Possibly, if we get that defense right.
All right.
When you're putting a 41, hey,
you ain't gotta play no defense.
Yeah, you don't have to play no defense.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the power rankings of D3. All right. So there's been some heavy motion for some people. It's heavy motion in the wrong direction. Let's start at 9. Spartans. There's no surprise there. They they got some work to do. Cali's down 5. Listen, they were up at the front last week. You lose that quarterback that has the rapport with the rest of the guys. We don't know what you guys are going to be honest with you. So we're going to have to see you guys really figure it out in the next couple weeks. Wuma, we also had you hire. You guys haven't figured it out yet. Still a young team. Y'all will get it together. Lights out up 2. Lights out. Big win this week. Scott Stotts, we didn't see you play. Ballers, big win. Thunder, of course, up 4. The biggest jump from Adam, who was downplaying them last week. Adam, I think you're downplaying your team for so that nobody comes at you guys too much.
You want them to be slept on.
Yeah,
nobody gave us a chance.
It's part of your plan.
That's what he's using. Nobody gave us a chance. We get it. Mm-hmm. No, we see what you're doing here.
We've lost 2 games. We lost to the Browns and we lost to Ballers. We lost to Ballers.
Yeah, but it was you guys have been mixing different quarterbacks, different this, different that. So you, like you said, if the whole team is there, it'll be something. Browns at 2, although they lost this week. We weren't too shaken about that. And of course, number 1 team in D3, the Outlaws. Adam, what you think?
I would switch us in Ballers. I would switch Calus and Uma. And I think everything else makes sense.
Okay. We got a comment there. Is anyone going to deliver an upset loss to the Outlaws? I don't know, man. I don't know if it happens.
Have the Ballers played them yet? You guys had a chance, or will have a chance to?
We
not
That was
played
from Uzman,
them.
right? No, that was from Uzman. I was actually speaking.
Oh.
My bad.
No,
Like, have they played them yet? The Ballers played
I
the
don't think
Outlaws.
so.
I don't think so. And Adam, you guys haven't played them either.
No, we haven't played them.
Well, there's only a few chances left. There's only a few chances left.
We played them on the 22nd. Or,
Okay.
Yeah, that weekend. I won't be here for that, actually, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But that doesn't matter. If we have the rest of the guys, it honestly doesn't matter that I'm not there.
All right. All right. So that's the power ranking for now. I'm going to send this power ranking out in the chat. We're going to move on to the next week's games for D3. Let's run through these quick. Ballers Caliphs, who you got? I'm taking the Ballers.
Ballers. It's
Adam.
gonna be
All that
Ballers.
thought?
Ballers.
I got Callus.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Okay, going out on a limb. Scott's Tots Spartans. I'm taking Scott's Tots.
Yeah, I'm taking Scott Stoss too.
E.
Scott's Tots by 14 plus.
Wow.
Mhm.
Rob, you got to show up, Sonny. Make sure Rob sees that comment from E. All right. Thunder Lights Out.
I got Lights Out.
Of course you would, yeah. Of course.
If I'm gonna take,
If it's the Thunder,
I'm gonna take the Hot Thunder.
my man Justin is gonna show up for a second straight game. My man, I guess I said that. My man Justin's gonna show up for a second straight game. He won't have 6. He'll have 5. And you guys are gonna win 35-19.
I'm gonna take the Thunder. The reason I'm gonna take the Thunder, when Lights Out has to learn to use the young receiver, and I think you guys have a guy who can kind of mirror Tommy. So I'll take you guys the experience here. Rohit, I need some energy this game. We need some energy out of you. All right. The Browns are on a bye, and Outlaws Uma.
I got Outlaws.
E, really? You gonna drag it out? I got Outlaws.
Yeah, Outlaws. Outlaws big.
Outlaws big? Okay. All right.
Outlaws big. But back to that Callus Ballers game, Adam. We got 25 push-ups on the next podcast.
I got you.
On camera, 25 push-ups next podcast. All right. I got Ballers. You got Callus, right?
I got you.
25 push-ups next podcast. All right. Rob, you want in? Can you even do 25 push-ups?
Oh boy. I won't forget you. And the Ballers said they lost to the Outlaws week 1. So the chances are. I got to see who they have left on the schedule. They might have a chance to win out besides Thunder. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to our next division, the D2 recap. All right. Let's start with what game we're gonna do last, but let's start with Powerpuff All Stars. No, Gladiators Elites. Let's go Gladiators.
Yo, this game. Listen, I think the Gladiators are good. Like, they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They remind me of Suicide Squad a bit, where if you get in their head, that's it. It's done for them. They're done for the day. That is what happened this week. They mentally came out and they were flat. They were yelling at each other. They were talking shit to the Elites, and then the Elites would just go after the guy that was talking shit and beat him. And then that was it. They collapsed. And that's what I saw this week. The Elites are a good team. And the Gladiators are a good team too. But the Gladiators need to keep their heads in the game. And they didn't do that this week. Like, they look like a team that's younger than they are.
Gotcha.
I agree with that.
All right,
what's the score of that? It's blocked by the time, so I can't see what the score was.
Well,
what was the score of that game?
Blocked by the time, my damn self. 39-20.
39. Wow.
Like the
Yeah.
Gladiators are too good to be being blown out like that, and the way they got blown out, it wasn't like
Was the
oh,
game
so
ever close? Was it ever close?
Nah, bro, they were just yelling at each other the whole game, and then
Mm.
like they would try to like talk to the elites, and then the elites would just sort of like brush them off and beat them on a route, on a play. Like, bro, like what are you guys doing?
Mhm.
I think they were short people too, and I know they lost some people on their roster.
Well,
like,
James is hurt.
The core is there. No. This was before James got hurt.
This is
Yeah,
before
he
James got
He got
hurt.
hurt in
Oh, he got hurt in
ball.
the later game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are. I've heard they've lost or possibly lost one of their big time players.
Yeah.
So,
But look,
and
that's still a talented team.
yeah, of course. But there's a couple people hurt also besides what
Right.
you're already missing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and the elites are no slouch, man. Like,
No, they're not. They're not. Yeah.
They're not.
Shoe at the helm is always going to be formidable. Like, I don't know what everybody likes to talk about. He's declined or this, that, and the third. Yeah, okay. You guys keep believing that till he's picking you apart. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think this is more about the Gladiators, not. I don't know what happened to them this week. I don't expect it again next week, but this was a weird week for them.
I better start stretching.
So get it together. Get it together, Gladiator. Well, get it back together because you guys were good a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever you want to call it.
And Shu looks good, guys. D2 better watch out.
Mhm.
Shu looks like he's getting good at the right time.
Hey, the man's been sitting. He's been on the rack. You got to
He's
give him
looking
some
like Shu.
time to get back. So it goes. He's looking like Shu.
Yeah, he's looking like Shu.
When you say Shu, you talk about the ones I wear on the field, or
No, I'm talking about Shu.
Nobody look like those. No, yeah, Monarchs. Get out of here with those, man.
All right,
When you look old and washed up, that's when you look like your Air Monarchs. Not now. No.
got you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Goodfellas Suicide Squad.
I didn't see this game. I know Yash was out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yash was out, but
QB played well.
it wasn't the quarterback's fault.
No, not at all.
He's nothing like his brother. It's actually Earl's brother. He actually played well. Threw the ball well. Reading the comments. Sorry about that. Again, on Rob's Air Monarchs.
Earl's brother
Suicide
played good.
Go ahead. Yeah,
So I'm sorry to cut you off. Earl's
No, you
brother
did. Go
played
ahead.
good. It looks like he got all the talent in the family. I'm just messing with you, Earl. I'm just playing. But yeah, he played well. I've never seen him play before until that day. He threw the ball well. Ant Lewis, I think the heat bothered him a lot during that game. I think he the sun and it was just he looked exhausted and out of it a little bit at times. I think it was because of the heat. So
and they only had 7, I think.
And
so
they had
to play Iron Man.
They had to play
the
Iron
quarterback
Man.
didn't play defense at all. Yeah.
Yeah, so and they still were competitive enough, but Suicide Squad looked like the Suicide Squad we've been talking about. Hasib was back to Hasib this game. I don't know if it was because they were missing Sean, which would be weird because you would think I don't want to start anything or anything like that, but it's like Hasib was back to full number 1 duties and performed as such. So I don't know if in general they just need to go that direction and then let everything work back off of Hasib. But he played great. In Chad, they were
a better team
guys.
without Sean. Are you saying that?
No, not they're a better team without Sean, but you
like
revert back to what you were doing. And if that was successful before, when you get new guys, sometimes you can do a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
Trying to have them fit in.
Trying to have everybody fit in, overly feed them the ball, stuff like that.
I got it.
So not yeah, we know. Listen, they were down a lot of guys, Goodfellas, but no knock on Suicide Squad. They still played ball. So y'all good on that game?
Yeah.
It's really workmanlike win. Yeah.
All right. We'll go to where we're going already. All Stars Powerpuff. This
was an entertaining game.
Very, very, very. very. I don't know if you were around that.
Game. This was an entertaining game. Did
very
you watch
entertaining game.
Was this game? No, Was the whole game posted or just the highlight?
I'm not sure. I
The
thought this
pick.
was one that was recorded. Did you? It had to be. If the pick was in there, I think it was. We had the whole game. This game was great
It was.
to
It was.
watch.
It was.
We had a play at halftime, like a Hail Mary. That was like it's just they did a flea flicker Hail Mary power puff at halftime. We don't even know how the ball gets down to Phil, and he is like 1 yard short. Um, Aaron pulled his flag on a hustle play, like heads up play to keep him out of the end zone at the half. This game could have been a much different game at the end
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that point scores. So they did and off a flea flicker. It was a QB tosses it back to Sims. Sims lets the bomb go, and it just drops right over the defense. And
Perfect pass. Perfect pass.
it
Yeah.
was listen,
Great
just
hustle play by Aaron though. The guy to
yes,
stop. And when we say it was at the one, he
at
got
the
stopped
one.
at the one.
Yes.
He got stopped at the one.
Wow.
So amazing. Then we had Sheep. Sheep has been playing good ball. And then we had a play from Desh where he's guarding two guys. You guys had to see the highlight on Instagram. He's guarding two guys, just playing in space. QB tries to hit the outside guy, picks it
Paint
off.
the picture. Paint the picture. They're at the 1 yard line, about to go
Yes.
in.
Oh, that
Power
makes
Puff's at the 1 yard line, about to go in. Paint the
and
picture. Go ahead.
Desh just playing the corner right, kind of making the QB second guess where he's gonna go. QB chooses, Desh picks it off, takes it maybe to midfield a little further, and then pitches it back to Aaron for Aaron to run it in for the score. It was just that might have been the play of the day.
It was. It was.
Heads up
And
play.
very smart by him because he had Sheep next to him. If he would have pitched it, the ball
It
would
would
have
have
went
been
forward, and
forward.
it would have been a forward lateral. He took the
Yeah.
ball,
And
took
went
his hand, threw it
way back.
backwards, and Aaron was right
Yeah.
behind him and ran it in. So very heads up play by
Heads up play,
Desh.
man. Heads up play. So they're looking good, man. They're gonna be a team that they're not a team you want to see in the playoffs. I feel like this is the team that, guys may not have them at the top of the list, but this is a team that can eliminate somebody and make a run late. So hats off to the All-Stars. Powerpuff, they didn't play bad. It's still working. Still working. They need Omni back and Phil out there at the same time. And well, because like I said, they had a touchdown they got pulled at the one, and then you think they're on the 1 yard line about to go into score, and there was a pick. So this could have been a very different game.
A very different game.
Closer to the score wasn't a high scoring game by no means, but the score could have been, that's 2 touchdowns. We could look at a 2020, 21-20.
Also, didn't even need to score the last either. It was bad clock management.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
I got you.
Okay, so guys, listen. Sometimes we got to think these things out. You guys won the game, but I told you guys I was going to kill out on the podcast for this clock management. Adam, they are at I want to say a yard from the first down.
So the 39, right? Because it's the 40, right?
Yeah. So what was it? How much time was on the clock? Let's say even if it was a minute 30, right? Powerpuff has all 3 timeouts. It's first down, and you're 1 yard from the first down. They throw the ball incomplete. You do not throw a pass. No. You sit right at the cone and let them pull your flag 3 times straight. Or twice. Use 2 timeouts.
Yeah, use 2 at a time.
Take the first down on third because I wouldn't trust it on fourth. Anything could happen. Now you have 4 more downs. They can't stop the clock in time. Game's over. But then they went in and scored, so they shut us all up. So but no harm, no foul. But you guys, if it's next time, it might not work out that way. But good job, guys. You guys played a good game. All right, and now to everybody's favorite team, the Diplomats versus the Savages.
Who's everybody's favorite team? The Savages?
The Diplomats, of course.
Oh, okay.
Joel's dip.
We have Adam here. I don't think
it's Adam's favorite team. Well, Adam's on the Savages still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess maybe not. This game, the Diplomats are always. I don't know why. I'm just entertained by watching the Diplomats. You could start. You could start this one.
I don't want to say too many nice things about the Diplomats. Like good win, good win, close game. Was it was 27-25, right?
Yeah, it's 27-25.
Because there was a 2-point conversion that they threw to Adam at the end against Dre, a jump ball that would have
Oh,
tied it up. So it was 27-25. So close game. Competitive game. This was also an entertaining game to watch. Like usual, we're gonna give props to Omar for finding big man. Tashi who scored again. Scored again. Feels like he scores every week. I don't know what the game plan was from the Savages on guarding this guy, but I believe he only had about 2 or 3 catches, but so he wasn't a major impact like that. Dre, as usual, with his leadership. I don't want to say too many nice things about him either. So, uh, threw the ball well, shared the ball. I don't know all their players' names, but I see he got the guy with dreads. Forgive me for not knowing his name. I see he got him involved early in the game. I know he's fighting to get an injury, but that guy's talented. And honestly, one of the most talented guys that we don't speak about enough here, honestly. And that's Rob, you could speak on it, and Adam, you know him as well. Al Feeds.
oh yeah.
Speak on that. Speak on
I
that
am.
if you want.
I was. Alfies is a very unselfish, good, great player.
Great,
Great
great
player.
teammate too.
And they we mentioned in Alfies. I was happy to see Marv on their team too. Those are. Wait, am I talking about the wrong team?
Mars
Yeah,
on
Marv
Saturday.
is on Savages.
Sorry.
Al
Oh,
Feeds, Al
my
Feeds
bad.
is diplomat.
Well, I was happy to see Marv out there. He looked good over there where he
He
was.
did. He did. Yeah.
Alfies is my guy, man. We played with him last season. Alfies is nice. If you don't know, he can play, and you just got to get him the ball sometimes. You know what I mean? But that is a big player. He can be a big time player. Um, Omar, get him the ball a little bit more. Omar made one error in this game, which was a pick that we still trying to figure out who he was throwing it to. He had I don't know who he had wide open over the middle, and then Dre had a one-on-one favorable matchup on the sideline. He was, if you listen in the video, he goes, "Who are you throwing it to? I got this guy
Mm-hmm.
on me." Yeah, so you got the guys, man, because your number one right now is Hashitashi, and then you go down the list. All those guys can produce for you. So sky's the limit with you guys right now. Hats off, man. Y'all know y'all my favorite team out there. So
And I also want to mention again, I don't know the name, but the first guy that scored the touchdown, kind of a bigger guy, but he can play though. He can play. You know his name, Rob? Adam.
I can't think of it now, but he can play. Yes, he's a very
He
good
can play.
receiver.
He can play. Do you know we're talking about Adam? Like the bigger guy
I
on
know
that
who you're
team.
talking about. I don't know his name.
I don't know his
I can't
name.
think
Like
of
the
it.
team is good. The team is good, but that's all you're
Yeah,
gonna get out of me. That's all you're gonna get out of me.
a deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
A
yeah,
deal?
yeah, yo,
A
he was.
deal. Okay. He can
He
play.
is what
He
it
can
is.
play.
I think people sleep on him, but he is a sure-handed and he moves. So listen, they got stars all around the team, and like I said before, Dre comes in and brings a little confidence and intensity to this team that may have been lacking, and now they're on a little run. So shout out to the Diplomats,
No,
Savages.
Adam's gonna take the other. Let Adam speak on Savages. Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah,
Let's get our popcorn.
I actually think we could have won this game, but we beat ourselves. We made a couple mistakes and a couple missed throws, a couple of drops. Um, we still haven't had a consistent roster. Like our roster from week one has never been the same. We're always missing one guy here, one guy there. And I think we're similar to Lights Out, where we're obviously pretty talented, but we don't have somebody who's like a dog,
Mm.
who's like bringing that intensity. I think if we had that, we actually could have won this game. And there's probably a couple other games we probably could have won. So I'm waiting for that consistent roster, and we all got to step up, sort of like emotionally. I think we're talented enough, man. I actually don't think we're lacking in talent
All right.
with a full roster.
I the new addition. I forgot his. I can't think of his name right now. Tall guy that was playing safety. He's the one who caught the pick that Omer
Yeah,
threw.
Is it
he,
Fatty or Fabby or something like that?
Something like
It's
that. Fab,
Fatty.
Fab. I think.
yeah, he is
Mm,
he is a good player.
mm.
He's a
Yeah, and look,
very good player.
Andy
And
wasn't
you're missing
there.
Andy.
Andy wasn't there. Bob wasn't there. Papa wasn't there. Like a
I,
couple guys that we need. Meek wasn't there.
And Meek is still on the team. See?
yeah, if you put it all
You mentioned
together,
that, yeah. Yeah.
listen, that is a formidable roster that can eliminate some teams and make a run late. But you have to put it all together. You have to have the full roster. So and Hash has always been able to throw. So El Carlos wasn't there either.
Oh, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, look, we were missing a good amount of our roster.
Hash, put it together, man. Get them all out there. It's the season. Be ready for the playoffs. All right.
How many games are left, guys? How many games are left? Is it 3? 2?
Three, and then you got to play in or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, hey, they're a full rostered Savages isn't a team that you would like to see. So I believe that. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're gonna move on to East threes of D2. There we go.
Okay. We got the bronze. We spoke on the play. Heads up play. Game winning play. Shout out to Dash. Play of the week. And therefore, you become one of the players of the week. When you do that, make a winning play like that. Shout out to you. You win the bronze. And we just have. I like this week because to two guys pause that that get overlooked because they're just so good all the time. You know what I mean? So we try to look for newer guys to reward and things like that. But this week we're gonna give it to Old Faithful. Hasib, again, he balled out in his game. I believe he scored 2 touchdowns. Quarterback let me know about it. He said that was for you. Another quarterback. Whenever he was next to you, Rob, and
Mm-hmm.
we happened to be on the phone. He said that one's for you, E. So we're out here watching. We're out here watching. So Hasib, congrats to you. And the goal goes to Shu. What more can you say about him? Probably the most accurate QB in the history of this league. Well, since I've been around, balled out. And this one was on. Actually, I wasn't there for this one. This one was on the recommendation from Adam. So, Adam, if you want to speak on that a little bit more, you can.
Yeah, no, that's the best he's looked in probably a season or two. I'm really happy to see him, be throwing the ball like that. This league is better when Shu is playing well. So, listen, we saw. I think the Elites were one of the favorites going into the season, and they sort of like underwhelmed. That was a team that I expected, so I'm really happy to see them, looking like that. They have a roster, man. Him, Q, Lee. I can go down the list. Pulak, Anas, they got guys.
All right. And listen, guys, he was hurt. He was out, and maybe he's getting healthy, and he's back. So keep sleeping if you want. I did.
These
All right.
are the East threes this week. So clap it up again for Dash, Hasib, and Shu. Congrats, guys.
Oh, Hasib, and listen, Hasib has a gripe with D1. So when the fall comes back around, Hasib is coming for D1. I just want to let you guys know he has a beef with D1, and he has a chip on his shoulder, and he's coming back to shut some people up. If you think you one of them people, I'd be very worried. But he's out here. All right, now we're gonna move on to the team of the week in D2. None other than the shoe-led elites. Q and listen, Squirrel wasn't even out there. So if they're ever full powered with Shoe throwing the ball, right, you're gonna be in trouble because, as we know, Shakira Q, hips don't lie. You could get him the ball. Adam, you should know this very well. You've had him on your team. 2 yards to turn into 25 yards. And Adil is Adil. And Sahel's, I think that's Sahel's nephew. He's nice too. And Anas is no slouch. Is that? Hold on, I gotta look. Did they add a player?
That's Leandro. That's
Leandro.
Ohi.
He can play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can play
ball.
too. He can play.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. All right, elites. All right. So listen, they're a team to be reckoned with. They will be around. I'm not gonna say maybe they could be. They're gonna be around, and you're gonna have to see them. So we'll
I
see
don't
what
want to
happens.
rush anything, but all teams full strength. I can't wait for the playoffs. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm enjoying the season, but every team is putting. Oh, we're not at full strength. I know Adam mentioned that. We saw it on Goodfellas. If all these teams are full strength, these are
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
some entertaining
something. Yeah.
playoffs. These are going to be some
Yeah.
entertaining
It's
playoffs.
gonna be
So,
fun to watch.
hmm
All right. So congratulates. Good job. We're gonna move on to the power ranking of D2. So
I haven't seen it. Well, hold on. No. Don't read it off yet. We do immediate reaction. What was that? What was that? Talk to me. What was that, Adam? What was that?
You know
You caught
exactly
it.
what I'm looking at.
No. Go ahead. What was that? What was that? Talk to us.
The Dipset won?
two arms
Dipset
up,
won.
touchdown. Listen, Jewel's dip,
Wow.
Santana set. Who you with? Throw up your set. Dip set. Ow. Listen, I don't care how you're getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting it done right now. They've been getting it done since they tied with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
They started that game bad. They turned it into a tie, and they have been formidable ever since. So whether it's a 1-point win, I don't care what anybody has to say. You're getting the W's. That's all that matters. So they have been the most consistent team. So
Yeah.
right now, up to now,
Sure.
after the what was it? A week 1 loss, week 2 tie, right? Am I right? It's something.
Higher than Suicide Squad. You got them higher than Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad just showed me Suicide Squad this week. You understand what I'm saying? So if okay, you got to think of it this way, right? So we have Suicide Squad here, and then Suicide Squad is playing here, and then 2-3 weeks pass, and they're still playing here, and then in the last week they play here. We're supposed to just go, oh, they're back. We don't know. You know what I
They've
mean?
been playing inconsistently, and they're still 3-1.
Yes, I got you. But the Dips were upcoming, played these same teams, and they're 3-1.
I mean, steady going up.
rise.
Steady rise.
Steady rise. We're getting here, and this is what the other teams are doing, and the Dips is doing this right here.
Shout out my boy Umer, man. What can I say? That's crazy.
Listen.
Good for them.
That's awesome. we got some beef in the chat. They said that's a fake number 1 seed. Well, it's not a number 1 seed, it's a power ranking.
Wow.
He said they're 2-2-1. Well, got it a little wrong, but still steady. All right. Suicide Squad, what is that? Suicide Squad comes ready when it counts. Maybe. But the power ranking isn't done when it counts. Huh? Yes.
For the teams that I'm saying need some dog in them, watch this team play.
Yeah.
Watch Umer and watch Dre.
He is him.
And then tell me it doesn't make a difference.
Yes.
Tell me it doesn't make a difference when your quarterback is running up the field going, I'm him. And then you got a safety in the back telling your number 1 receiver, you suck, I can guard you. And he picks his quarterback.
Yeah.
And then he catches the pick to seal the game. The safety, and
Tell
then
me
the QB throws up. Yo, come with some intensity, guys. To listen, confidence goes a long way. That's you got to believe in yourself. All right, number 2, Suicide Squad. I guess you guys have them higher, lower, Adam, higher. Most, because obviously your problem was with the Dips, but the Dips have been steady. You have them higher. Goodfellas. We're not really concerned about Goodfellas, but they haven't been fielding the entire team. And we can't just keep going, oh, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Yeah.
They're going to be fine. What if Yash misses something big late in the playoffs? Are you going to be fine? We don't know. You know what I mean? You are missing a lot of players. Listen, Yasir, Dre. You can run down the list. But yeah, you got, at the end of the day, who are we going to see the full team in the playoffs? We don't know. You've been missing guys the last 2 weeks. Yash came late one of the games. We do listen. I believe. I know what y'all are capable of. but we got to see it put together week after week. Elites, we already spoke about them. Play the team of the week from this. You have Shoe at the helm. You can't. There's no more. There's not no more. You can't go up too far from there. If you can, you know what I mean. So, Gladiators. Injury bug has hit you guys. As Adam said, you might have been not intimidated. I don't think you guys get intimidated, but you might have been outmatched with the intensity this week. That's what Adam was saying. They kind of
Nah, I think they just lost their cool.
Like
weren't
level-headed.
They weren't level-headed. That's a good way to put it.
Gotcha. All right. So, get it together, guys. We still believe in you guys. All-Stars, you say steady. All-Stars, we really like your team.
I like that team.
We really like the All-Stars.
I like the All-Stars.
I think if there was a team I had to pick after the Dips, I think it would probably be the All-Stars. Yeah, if I had to pick a team after the Dipset, it'd be the All-Stars. So, you guys.
This is your favorite team you're talking about?
Yeah, I like to watch. Okay. I like to watch the All-Stars play.
I do. All right.
Yeah, cool. Like to watch them play. Like, Adam, you watch the Diplomats play. It's the most entertaining team to watch. They're very entertaining. Same thing with the All-Stars. Sheep is nice. Yeah. Yeah, like they're very entertaining to watch. I haven't watched an All-Star Diplomats game where I was like, I'm bored here. And I've watched some games where I was like, we could have did without this one. So, Powerpuff, I don't know. Got some work. Still some work to do. Go ahead, man.
They're underwhelming us, aren't they?
They are. They are.
Adam, no, I'm positive today. No,
Adam, you could be the negative one.
Because my gripe has been the same thing with this team. That I've been told he hasn't had his receivers. He hasn't had this. So I won't beat the dead horse. But they were 2-0. They lost their last 3. There's one common denominator. I'll leave it at that.
The last game.
I got you, but it wasn't. Bottom line, 2-3. Right?
Adam, what you think?
And
I mean,
what's the key play that we're talking about? What is it? Not to cut you. What is the key play we're talking about? A costly what? We're praising what Dash did, but in order for him to get the pick, somebody had to.
We got you. Somebody threw the pick. That's okay. All right, we got you.
That's it.
Adam?
Go ahead, Adam.
I don't know. I've seen this team play very well in Fall D2, which is not a slouch division.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just underwhelming us, in all honesty.
I think full powered, you don't want to see them.
Agreed.
Full powered, you don't want to see them. It changes everything. It changes everything. If you have Phil, Omni, Harp, all the whole Hargy, Silky, all them on the field, there's a problem. And then Sims there to play a little bit. Sims actually played pretty good receiver this week. Just
he did.
Just to shout Sims out. He played pretty good receiver this week. But he can guide the QB and call the plays. Because sometimes that's what you need. It's tough playing QB out there. And he did good. So listen, you could believe what you want to believe. This team is full powered. They're gonna beat somebody. They're gonna eliminate somebody full powered. Watch in the playoffs.
We've just said everybody full powered is dangerous.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I said. I can't wait for the playoffs. I can't wait for the playoffs.
And
any argument with number 8, Adam?
We look, not to make an excuse. We have not had the same roster once all year. Like, if we're not going to show up, we're not going to show up.
Gotcha.
I don't know what else to say at this point. We're too talented to be 1-4, but we have poor attendance.
All right. So full powered, we know, but will you be full powered? That sounds like the same thing I'm saying about.
I don't know. I don't know full powered because we've never been full powered. But how can I? I don't know what we are yet. We still don't know what we are.
2 more wins. Hash for MVP.
3 more wins, actually. You said 4 wins.
I said 4? I thought I said 3.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't try to change it to get him this MVP.
The anonymous guy said that. Whoa, what are we doing here? anonymous guy in the podcast said that if they win 4 games. Whoa,
But with the roster that I listed out for you, that's minimum forwards,
Mm.
in my opinion.
Well, listen, I don't disagree. Listen, and as we are speaking of the number one team in our power ranking, it is my honor to bring to the stage uh
what we doing?
Oh, what's
the
good?
QB of
Boys,
the dipset diplomats. What's good, man?
thank God, man. How you guys doing?
We
What's going
good,
on,
man.
bro? Nice surprise. I actually didn't know about this. Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I've been talking with Rob the whole week, and he asked me last minute if I wanted to join, and I love talking to you guys, so why not? Kids
All
are
right.
asleep.
All
Have
right.
some time.
Well, what so what's up, man? Let's hear about the diplomats. Let's hear about the diplomats.
Well, I think you hit it on the head. We started off real slow. I mean, I remember facing Powerpuff, and it felt like I was the game was going like 100 miles an hour. I just couldn't catch my breath. I couldn't, sense them what defense they were playing and stuff. And we lost 28-0. And, but I didn't feel bad because I knew the talent that was on the team. I was like, this is not a team that loses 28-0. We should put up a fight.
Mhm.
And, I've been in really one-sided games, as you and Adam can remember from my days with Studio Gangsters, right? So I didn't feel like that sense of dread. I was like, okay, something just needs to happen for this to click. And I was talking to Dre on the sidelines, and he was always giving me good advice. And by that time, I asked him like, hey, listen, would you want to play? Because I could totally use your expertise. And he came on, and it was like a flip of a switch.
Nice. Yeah, that might have been the biggest addition to your team. Um, we see the value he has brought to the
Yeah,
diplomats.
it's intangible, honestly. It's just like what he says in the huddle, like he's very positive. He thinks we're gonna score on every play. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to build a drive, and he's like, we're gonna score right now. Bro, it's first down. We're gonna score right now. So he's great, man. And it's funny, like I talk to him since he's been on the team, I probably sent him more messages than I've texting my wife, like I'm texting him at like 1 a.m. like, hey, listen, I think you need to do this in this game, and what do you think if I do this and things like that, and he's he always responds, and he's just very into it. Like he's into it. Like I thought I was crazy. Like he's just as crazy.
Mm.
Did you guys have a prior relationship before this, or?
I mean, it just was like a mutual admiration, like I saw him play, and, he was on I think, the replacements.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he had Hasib and a couple of other good guys, but like, he was playing against some really good teams, like the Gators and the Browns with Will and DJ. And, he was holding his own. And, I just really admired his ability to stay in the game, and I told him that. I said, I really like your style of play, and I really like how you're able to put up a fight. I think I had always struggled with that, like going up against like the better teams. It was kind of intimidating at first. And, I just don't think I was like as comfortable until I finally built my own team, which is what I did this year. And then, but he's been very, just positive in that sense. Like he just instills a lot of confidence that he could do it, and it just kind of carried on to me, and then carried on to the rest of the team.
You know what? That's exactly that's what I think that's what we see out there. That was
Mhm.
exactly how it looked. So Studio Gangsters, y'all messed up. That's what it sounds like. Didn't give you time to get it together, or maybe they weren't instilling enough confidence.
No, man. I mean, honestly, just talent wise, like I'll tell you a quick story. Right, we were playing against Primetime, and it was we were losing. I think the score at the time was like 48-6, something like that, and it was third down. And I remember, I think DJ and Will were the two safeties. I just heard DJ say to Will, "Bro, this guy can't throw deep." And at that point, like I don't know what to say. I'm like, "Yeah, I can't, because look who I'm throwing to." So, like, obviously something happened. I threw a pick or whatever, and then I went up to them and I was like, dude, I could throw. Just look who I'm throwing to. And they kind of just laughed and we just walked off the field. But it was like, that team really made me think about if I could play quarterback in this league, man. I mean, because that was like a real wake-up call.
Well, going into we were one division at that time. That would be a tough ask to coming into that division as just a quarterback, because when we were one division, the division was a little top heavy. So that's a tough ask for anybody coming in. Adam, any questions?
I have one. Speaking of guys you throwing it to, what I've noticed from this team, and we joke about it and all that, it's all love. It seemed like it was just Hashitashi or bust before. Pause for bust. But it seemed like it was Hashitashi or nothing at all. Now it seems like he's spreading the ball more amongst your guys. I believe, I don't know his name. I think on his jersey it said AD or something like that. He scored 2 TDs this week.
Aleem.
Is that his name? But I think it was AD on his jersey, something like that, right?
Yeah,
when I watched the video. So just talk about how you feel more comfortable in spreading the ball, that it's more than just Hashitashi and a prayer, as we called it earlier in the show.
As you called it.
So it's funny you bring that up, right? Like you talked about, I think Rob mentioned Ofiz and getting him the ball. It's a real challenge for me because I think that there's, like, of all my receivers, I think all of them could be number ones on any other team. I mean, I think Jesse can hold his own, and he didn't even really have that many catches this week. Alfiz, obviously, you guys know what he can do. And, Ike is Ike. And his brother John is really good. His brother actually got an injury playing football in another league, so he hasn't been around. But it's, I feel it for them. And I text a lot of these guys on the side, and I just tell them, look, I'm trying to get you the ball. Just understand there's only one football, and there's 8 of you guys. So I do play my best when I don't try to force the ball, and I just kind of just read and react to what's happening. And, Ike just opens it up for everybody. Pause, like, like he commands so much attention that all the other guys just kind of get open, and, it's easy for guys to contribute. And if you notice, every week that we've played, it's been, another guy. Like, when we played against Goodfellas, Imran had a big game, and ZK made a couple of catches. Jesse's always contributed a couple of catches. And, you think of all the guys that are on the team, all the talent that's there, the big guy, Adil, he's leading the team in receptions. So it's like, you look at that, it's quite a dichotomy. If you look at that, the athleticness and, stats, but I try to just throw stats out the window, and I play with a lot of unselfish players, and those guys just go out and fight every week, and they know, like, if I see them, I'm going to hit them. And that's what keeps them coming back. So I appreciate how much they buy in and how much they believe in me. And, it empowers me to keep going.
All right. Adam, you're kind of quiet over there.
Well, me and Umar have been talking sort of in our own channel, so he knows I believe in him. I'm not surprised to see them doing well, and I know, and I told him I appreciate that dog that he has in him. So I'm happy to see you doing good, bro. I expect you guys to continue to do well, and I hope you guys are able to remain healthy and at full strength for the playoffs, because you're one of the more fun teams to watch, and I think we're all rooting for you. So keep it up, bro.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate the love, and I need my letter, bro.
I got you. I'm gonna have your letter and Justin's letter. You guys will receive it. I'm not there this week, but I'll send it via Adam.
Yeah.
Right.
He sounds like he'll be writing a lot of letters. Listen, thanks for coming on, bro. I told you we was gonna get you on here. I was hoping to get Dre too, because I know it would have been funny as hell to watch both of you on here together. But good luck moving forward for the rest of the season. Good luck in the playoffs. I'm rooting for y'all.
I appreciate that.
Jewels, Dip, Santana. So which one are you? Are you Cameron? Or is
No, I think Dre would have to be Cam.
Dre would have to be Cam, right?
Yeah,
so that you're Jewels.
I mean, so I like his rap ability the best, but I really like Jim Jones, honestly.
Listen, Jimmy got
Alright.
some hits, man. Jimmy got some
Right.
hits.
Exactly. So he's like I don't know. He's just very like suave, and I don't know. I just that's who I resonate with more.
So that means Hashitashi is Ike is
He's
Joel.
he's he's freaky ziki.
Makes sense.
All right,
Makes good
bro.
sense.
Great to have you on, man. Good luck,
Before
Yeah,
you
man.
go,
for
oh, just
sure,
give
man.
us a
Yes,
Hashitashi.
sir.
Give us a
Can we get a
Hashitashi before you
Hashitashi
go.
quick?
Hashitashi. Bye,
All
guys.
right, bro.
All right, Joe. Yeah, guys. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, man. Those guys are very entertaining to watch. I was trying to get another we had another interview I was trying to get on today, but I don't think they were available. They didn't answer me back. So we'll see what we get next week. Y'all good? Think that's it?
I'm good.
Great.
Does
Great.
uh
All
does
right.
D2 get it? Does D2 get it? East threes? Oh
Yeah.
no, we went through that already. Yeah, we
We
I
went
went
did
through
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
it was uh
Shu, Hasib,
yeah, there we go.
and Dash.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yo guys, thanks for tuning in. Adam, final words.
Yeah. I just put out the new revised schedule. Season got pushed 2 weeks due to what happened with the field. We're implementing a new rule. So if a team quits on the final drive, or let me put it this way: a team that quits a game, the team that they're playing is going to get a +7 on the score
Mm.
because you don't know if they would have scored a touchdown on that drive.
Got it. And
So
points matter. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And points matter when it comes to standings. So that's something to keep in mind moving forward. And outside of that, I mean, I think this has been a really good spring season. I'm surprised at how competitive it's been. So thank you all for coming out.
Wait, did they he just said did we do D2 picks?
I don't think we did.
We didn't? All right,
I don't.
quickly.
Oh,
Goodfellas elites.
Ooh.
full strength. I got elite. Full strength.
Oh.
I got Goodfellas. My bad. Full strength. I got Goodfellas.
That's actually a good game. I
That's
don't
a
you know
great
what's
game.
funny? I don't think we shit. This might not be quick. Damn, Uzman. All right. Uzman reminded me in the chat that we didn't do the D2 picks. So Goodfellas elites. Wow. We'll pick that last. All right. So Savages Powerpuff. They'll be wait, Goodfellas. All right. I'm gonna pick elites. Elite
Oh,
we'll be
missing
missing
Yash again?
Yashiget.
Yeah, that's easy.
Elites.
Yeah, yeah, elites. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thanks,
That's
Ant.
easy
I don't know, bro. If
Nah,
Yasir's there and he
nah.
can play QB.
Oh yeah. Look, I told them Yashir should have played QB this week, but he was missing. But they don't listen to me. So
Well, Ant thinks Yasir sucks. So
as
uh,
QB,
no, I think he thinks he's a bad football player.
oh, boy,
Ooh, what do we? Ooh.
no way,
It's the truth. It's just
no
the truth.
way.
It's literally the truth. Talk to him about Yasir. He thinks he sucks.
Mm.
Wow.
Adam trying to sprinkle.
Yeah,
it
trying
in.
to call. I see what you're doing there, Adam.
I
I
see,
see what you're
I
doing
see what
there.
you're doing. The
I see it.
savages. I
What
see
you're
you working your little magic there. I got
He
you.
thinks he
doing.
sucks. Talk to him. Talk to
Wow.
him about it. Talk to him about Yasir.
Said Adam spewing lies.
Yeah, lies as usual. Wow.
Talk to him about
Wow.
Yasir. And tell me he doesn't
Wow.
think he sucks.
All
Like he's
right.
clearly blind. He always complains about his hamstrings. He's got to get his eyes checked.
Ooh, wow. Wow.
Oh boy, these two have a love hate relationship.
Uh, Go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
No, you're all right. Go ahead.
Savages Powerpuffs. I got Powerpuff.
What?
I have
Yeah.
savages.
It depends on a full strength
Savages.
Powerpuff. I'll take Powerpuffs, but if it's not a full strength Powerpuff, I would have to go with Savages with you. Andy has to show up though.
He's come from one game.
Yeah, but he's a busy guy. I think he coaches. So I thought that was over with from what I last heard. But I would take full powered Savages in this game. If we're not, see, that's the problem. We don't know who's gonna come out full powered. You know what? I'm gonna go Savages no matter what here.
Thank you. Good call.
I already
Thank you.
picked elites in the Goodfellas game. No Yash. Um,
All-Star,
Suicide Squad All Star. That's a good game.
This is a good week, man.
This is a good week of games.
This is a good week.
I think we're matched like almost perfectly. Like there's no clear winner. Especially there's no clear winner in these games.
Yeah, I got Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna lean Suicide Squad
Yeah.
this week, but man, I wouldn't lean Suicide.
After seeing Suicide Squad last week, if it's the same Suicide Squad we've seen last week, I got Suicide Squad in this game. Hasib is gonna be if Hasib's gonna be Hasib, and then you're gonna add back Sean into with Hasib being Hasib, it's gonna be something to see. Do I have to answer this next game? Yeah, y'all need me to answer? I'm not even gonna give an answer. Y'all already know my answer, right? Y'all already know.
Going Dipset.
There you go.
I'm going for the bounce back. Gladiators.
Gladiators for the bounce back. I think the
Gladiators
Gladiators are a little beat up, also. So y'all already know I was going Dipset.
Nah, Gladiators.
All right.
We can put another 25 on this one.
All right.
That's a yes, Adam. Yeah.
I'll take another 25. Yeah.
See, you
All
got
right.
some support in there.
Huh?
You got some
He's
support
on
in there.
He's on the Gladiators.
I know.
Yeah. Supposed to say that.
Usman, way to QB. I heard you. You stepped in and picked it up. Way to go, buddy. All right. Okay. So, Adam, we could get back to your finishing up of your final words. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys didn't pick Goodfellas Elites.
I picked elites.
Oh yeah, Elites.
No Yash.
Yeah.
Once we find out that Yash was
Once you
out,
find us with Yash, no elites. Who you got there, Adam?
Yeah.
No Yash, I got Elites.
Okay. So
Actually, no. If Yasir QB, I still got Goodfellas. Assuming everyone else is there.
I do like Yas. I do think Yasir gives too much trouble for the opposing giver on most teams,
But let's
except
say
Curtis.
let's just go with the team from last week. It's Earl's brother again. Who you got?
Earl's brother. Earl brother played well.
He played well. That's what I'm saying. I'm
played
not
well.
knocking him. I'm just saying.
I got
assuming,
Goodfellas.
to see if not there.
I got Goodfellas.
It's a tough game to pick. I'm gonna go with All Reliable. I'm gonna go with Shoe and the boys.
I gotta read.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shoe and the boys. I'm going with All Reliable here.
My final word is the same. We changed the rule now, so if a team quits, the other team gets +7.
Okay. So hey, don't quit the game. Well, that rule only makes sense, especially if they were on their way in. You know, you should, because those points really could matter moving forward. Final words.
Just continue to ball out, guys. Again, this is all fun, and like I said, I had a 2:00 referee schedule. I came there at 9:30 just to watch the games. You know what I mean? So I do take this East 3 seriously. I know there are plenty of guys that are probably mad that they didn't make it this week, but keep balling. We're watching. And guys that we knock on here, just look at my name. Do what Justin did. Make me eat my words. Omar's made me do it. Justin made me do it. I owe 2 letters already. And I don't mind writing more. Prove me wrong.
I guess I'm up. Listen, man, a lot of these teams, you guys are very entertaining. Y'all know my 2 favorite teams. One, Outlaws in the D3, and you know we can't go away from the Dips in D2. So, good luck to everybody, man. I root for everybody. You know, I know I'm saying I have a favorite team, but y'all know I'm neutral to everybody, and just a fun season. Keep it up, keep balling out. Get your teams out there. Teams that you're down right now, pick it up. You know what I mean? There's a play in. Like, you're not just out. You can shock the world later. All right. I guess that's it. We'll see you guys later.